It's becoming nighttime. I think it's 9 o'clock. And it is so hot, but I'm gonna miss it once it goes away. But since I've been going back to the gym, the one thing I literally wanted to work on was my lockout. I'm very explosive off the chest. And I was like, all right, that's not a bit of a problem, but the tightness of my back is. So I started doing like spine stretches. I've been doing like mimicking tightening, like the starting point of the bench. And I've been working on tightening up my scapula. And for some reason, even though some of the benches I still have trouble, I'm a wide person, but I'm not the widest person to where, like, even for a big lifting bench, I shouldn't still have problems. So when I do bench, sometimes I do get like off on my like left, on my right side, honestly. But I still am very explosive. And the few keys that I actually did before, like when I started doing a lot more push-ups. I've been starting doing like more tension on triceps. And then using, honestly, sometimes I'll actually use like heavy bands so it can like pull me down to the ground. So I would actually overload with like bands a lot. Like I have 60 pounds and I'll put 2 on my back and use them. And then there's 100 and then a 200 pound band. And then I barely do like tricep workouts. And that's been helping me out tremendously. So that's been helping me out with more explosive, and that's been helping me out with more lockouts for bench press. And that's been, showing results. And then doing like pretty much more back workouts. And that's pretty much it. And you really don't have to do, once you have like more of a base for what you want to do and how you like honestly progress, there's certain things you might kind of have trouble, but during the time, once you make those tweaks and peaks and work on certain things little by little, you'll see progress. And that's a simple thing that I honestly had trouble is I want it now. Honestly, I want it right now, but as day, I'm going back, like I'm getting my strength back. And I'm literally going back to where I was. When I cut, I was a little weak. And then now is more of like I'm going back to where I started. 285 was, I think, my 2-rep max for bench press. And then it's a lot faster this time. So I have hopes of doing like more than that. And we'll see how this actually goes when like I start lifting more, honestly. But that is pretty much my heaviest lift for this week. And then we're going to see how deadlifts feel. But for right now, I had trouble with more like, I'm still strengthening my backs with my backs because I have 3 of them bitches because they're so big. But doing more pull-ups so I can actually get more tension into my upper back. And it's also with bent over rows, I can do like heavier bent over rows, 2 plates, 3 plates, and then try to isolate it more and then strengthen it more just to get just to use it for more tension and more stabilization. And then try to do a few more extra workouts for triceps. For right now, I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm feeling like I'm really going to peak. And we're going to see how this actually goes. So after that, I'm going to cut down and then see how 2021 goes. And hopefully it's not this year. But other than that, that's all I got to say. I feel good, and there's going to be more to come. We ain't normal out these streets.